Hello, this is Dawn Tack coming to you from downtown Pittsburgh. This podcast is The Point, where we have real, raw, unscripted conversations about all things wedding planning in the Steel City and beyond. If you've recently said yes and you have some new bling on your hand, or you're a year into planning, this podcast is for you. So let's do it. Let's get right to the point.
You're watching The Point.
We are Synergy Bridal, and you are watching The Point.
The Point.
Hi, I'm Josh.
I'm April.
We own Capture the Room Media, photography and videography, focusing on weddings. We're here at Pittsburgh Brides, a little meet and greet, meeting the other vendors.
Hi, I'm Callie.
And I'm Eric. What's going on, Pittsburgh? We are the Hype DJ duo, baby. Hanging out right now. Pittsburgh Brides in the city of Pittsburgh, here for the Mixer event, March 3rd.
We are here to support the one, the only Pittsburgh Brides.
Woo-woo!
And Dawn. We love Dawn.
We love Dawn.
Hi, I'm Lissa Dansack. I'm the bridal coordinator at Synergy Bridal. We are based out of a salon in North Huntington. We do all bridal hair and makeup. We have no travel limit. We'll go anywhere you want us to show up. And I'm here today with my associates, Avery and Claire. Avery is one of our lead makeup artists. And Claire is also a hairstylist that goes on location with us as well.
I love capturing the absolute energy of weddings, just meeting the couples. It's always something new. There's something different. We've covered everything from barn weddings to absolute luxury weddings. They had lobster on the bar. That's how far it went up, I think. And it was fantastic. And you get to meet all these people. You meet new vendors and make like best friends out of them. So I think that's like part of the whole experience.
Retweet.
Yeah.
Why do you love weddings so much?
I will say, so Eric and I are also getting married this year, and I had so many people say that this is the only time that you are surrounded by every single person that you love. And I was like, wow, that's kind of deep. And honestly, ever since I heard that, I almost looked at our business in a different aspect, because it's so special that we get to be a part of this day where you have the couple, and then every single person that matters to them is able to be there.
Right.
So I think that that's what makes it such a special day, because it's so important for them, and then we get to be a part of that.
I also just want to echo that, like, when you love what you do, it's that much more enjoyable. And both Callie and I have a very deep passion for music. So the fact that we get to pursue our passions as well as be there for someone on the biggest day of their lives, I don't know how it gets better than that.
And throw an awesome party.
Yeah. We just love to party.
We
and have a good
facilitate
time.
the hype.
Bring the hype in any way, shape, or form.
And you do. You're standing on chairs.
Thank you.
You're getting things out.
It's a bad day to be a chair if I'm in the room. I'm
There's
all
trade
over.
secrets here.
I'm all over the chair.
Yeah.
It's like WWE. Give him the chair.
He's up.
You know?
He's up. The first wedding we worked together.
Even at the ceremony, I'm up. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
oh.
Never do that.
No. He's classy at the ceremony.
Yeah.
Keep
no.
it classy.
The reason I love weddings is because I love making the bride feel special on her big day and the most beautiful that she has ever felt.
The reason I love weddings is because I love making people feel gorgeous and seen on their special day, and making sure that they get everything they want out of their special day.
So the best advice I could give to a couple that's planning a wedding from a photographer's standpoint, the first thing I do during a conversation with one of my clients, one of my brides, how's planning going? You know, is it stressful? Is it this? Is it this? And I always tell them, obviously you want to get ahead with items, and all the good people really do get booked up early. We've had people reaching out about 2028. So it's good to always get ahead, because you get people that are now reaching out for 26, and all the good dates are taken. So always stay ahead of the game as best you can. Everyone's busy. So you just do your best, but stay ahead and breathe.
As much as an important day it is, and you're going to stress all these small things, at the end of the day, the small details will not matter. And I think, is that yours?
You took the
Sorry,
words
babe.
out of my mouth, Cal.
So one thing that we want to do is get the couple or the bride or the groom or someone there, and just have them showing them having the time of their life. So like there's this one video that's like a bride, and it's like at this moment the bride no longer cared what color napkins she went with, because we stress, and I understand as a bride we stress over all these small details, but like no one cares at the end of the day. Yeah. So it's like when we finally have the party lights going and the up lights and he's on chairs and everyone's having the time of their life, it's like all the other small things didn't matter. So that would be my advice. Don't stress the small things.
So I will add to that. What we like to do is we have a sit-down meeting where we go over all of the potential details associated with your wedding. And then from there, as the DJs, we will facilitate the entire evening. So we will manage the flow of events. What I would advise all of the brides, couples, grooms is do your best to be present, because the day will go by so quick. You have spent so much time planning this. And like Callie said, you're around all of your loved ones. Do everything you can to try to slow time down and just
Always.
enjoy it,
Mhm.
because it's you just got to do it that way.
I think it's important to add too, Josh and I have been married for 9 years, you know, and thinking back on our wedding day, I think it's healthy too to keep in mind, expect things to go wrong.
Yep.
And
Oh,
almost
yeah.
embrace those
Yeah.
things. Some of the worst things that, not even the worst, we did not have anything terribly wrong with our wedding. The things that went wrong are the ones that we reflect back on and
we
find
laugh.
hilarious.
laugh
Exactly.
all the
Like my
time.
mom, for example, grabbed thinking she's putting lipstick on, and grabbed my cousin's
No, the
mascara, and
veil.
she had black
Oh my God.
just black mascara all over her face while we're
Forgot
getting
about
ready,
that.
and we're like, what is that? And then
Oh,
we're
man.
walking down the
The veil.
aisle, and we had an outdoor wedding. My dad was so nervous, and we're walking, and all of a sudden I look, and my whole veil is wrapped around my dad's head.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And he
what are
kept
we doing?
walking. He didn't do anything.
Incredible.
He was like, oh,
Dialed.
upset
Kept cruising.
everybody. But we look back, and now we have these photos of my dad's veil.
And it's
wrapped around-
hilarious.
And you know,
It's-
just
it's
embrace
fun.
those simple things, those human things. That's the best.
Yeah.
So we get a lot of questions about what couples should do first, what's the timeline, especially when it comes to hair and makeup, what's important, how far in advance do you have to book? And the simple answer is whenever it feels right for you. So there's a lot of different options you can do with hair and makeup. There's a lot of salons that offer bridal. But really, if you have a certain salon in mind that you want to use or a certain vendor, obviously the quicker that you can hop on and get the ball rolling in their inbox, the more likely you're going to get the one that you want. But there is a lot of options. We will take weddings, us personally, Synergy Bridal, will take it up to like a year or so in advance. Or I had somebody contact us earlier, like this week, about like a wedding that was in May. So it's really just wherever it falls in your timeline, and the right vendor will be available for you at that time.
Energy.
This energy.
I was gonna say energetic, just exciting. I'm a country boy, so being in the city is always moving and breathing. It's amazing.
I'm going to go with GOAT, which means greatest of all time. Let's go Pittsburgh. I don't even care. GOAT. The GOAT.
I'm going to go with dedication in terms of, I'm not even from Pittsburgh, but I feel like when I meet people that are from Pittsburgh, they're so yinzers. They're all about all things Pittsburgh. They're so dedicated to
Pride.
the city.
Prideful.
Yes, pride.
Loyalty.
Prideful, but I'm going,
Yeah.
yeah, prideful. Okay, that
You
was
know why they're
All
like
the
that?
words,
Do you
yeah.
know why they're like that, though?
Because Pittsburgh's the go.
Pittsburgh's the GOAT.
If I could describe Pittsburgh in one word, I would say welcoming, believe it or not. I feel like people from Pittsburgh are very like die-hard Pittsburgh, and everyone's always like wanting you to like be a part of that. So I would say welcoming.
I would say it's a very fun place. There's always different things to do, whether it's concerts, movies, hanging with friends, going out, baseball, sports, all that fun stuff.
A word I would say is diverse. There's a lot of women and men that really like to do like different activities, different things. Like it's nice meeting people on location, or even if they come to us and they have so many different topics. Like one of our brides, they went to Antarctica and got married. Like you don't see that often, so like it's kind of fun.
Nick Pranito, thank you so much for helping me build this studio. I'm getting so excited. We're going to launch it tonight. Pittsburgh Brides and was developed from a Facebook group that I started back in 2017 as a way to connect myself with the community, because I was in the wedding space and doing events, and it has just blossomed into where it's a community of all of its own. And we have created this podcast as a voice for the community so that we can help couples along their wedding planning journey. We can help them meet the pros, the venues, the goods and services that they may need to get raw, real feedback from them, which I think is invaluable.
Yeah,
Nowhere
especially
else you're going to find that. Yeah. Yeah. We're also going to be raising a little bit of money for our philanthropy aspect, where we do angel weddings. And angel weddings are weddings that we do for families that are in crisis. Maybe dad's sick or mom's sick, and the wedding needs to be expedited a little sooner than anticipated. And so that's where we step in and we assist, and we try to do that pro bono as much as possible. and we have a wedding that's coming up. We've already agreed to help this couple, and we're going to do their angel wedding in July, and we're going to raise a little bit of money tonight to help that couple because they're going to have a big shindig. Their one request when we interviewed them was, we want to be married surrounded by our friends and family.
It's not a big ask, but it's a beautiful one, right?
Well, they have a big family. So it is.
Oh, so the plot thickens.
The plot thickens, yes. It's a think of big Italian wedding. And so on his side, there's 170. On her side, there's 100. So it's going to be 300 people.
And that's just aunts and uncles.
Correct. That's just immediate family. The groom told me, he said that his father is one of 11 siblings. So they have we're going to have a big Italian wedding, and we're going to get these two married so that they can celebrate their union together in front of the witness of all their family and friends. And I'm super excited about it. More details to come on this. We'll be talking about it. But that's a big part of who we are. And nowhere else in the world is anyone doing anything like this. Right. And, you know, my inspiration for this was my father passed before I was married, before I met the love of my life. Yeah. And so he didn't get to walk me down the aisle. Right. And I feel for every bride, groom, couple that's going through that same experience. And I want, if any way possible that I can help them make that happen, that's what I want to do.
That's what makes you you. That's
Thanks.
What makes you you.
Thanks.
Well, I hope tonight is, I know tonight's going to be amazing because the energy you have. But honestly, more importantly, the authenticity that you carry with you. I mean, it speaks volumes. So
thanks, Nick. I appreciate that.
Night, you know?
I feel that way about you as well. And thank you for everything that you did. If you joined the Be Social tonight, I had a blast. If I forgot to tell you, I just wanted to shout you out and say that I had a wonderful time tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for spending time on the couch. Thank you for sharing your story, your tips, and your hacks with our brides and our couples. I am so blessed and so grateful to be a part of this community. And I'll see you soon on the Golden Couch. Take care.